on. Great. Hi, Andrea. Howdy, everyone that comes in. I know I'm early, but I didn't want to miss the live blessings. Thank you. Hi, Joydy. She's saying good morning to Andrea and myself. Good morning, Nikki. Nikki, your package went out. And I hope the trolls stay away today. Yeah, I do too. Good morning. And so, good morning, Terry, Nikki, Joydy, and Andrea. You are all here. I've got 5 thumbs up and five people on. That's fabulous. So, I decided today I was going to do a little sewing. I don't know. Let's see. Can I get lights on and would that help? Probably. Yeah, maybe helped a little. Um, Yesterday, I ended up not going on a live. I haven't been to the beach in 2 to 3 days. Look, I'm dressed for the beach. I've got my beach clothes on for after the live. It's actually been very hectic here. We had a lot of different things come up, unexpected things come up. And I spent most of my day fixing some personal unexpected things that happened. Now, my screen is kind of far from me, so I apologize because I don't think I could, maybe I can bring this closer to me. I don't have someone that could read me the messages, but I want to kind of show you what I have kind of been working on. So actually, I haven't worked on anything quilting. I haven't sewn a stitch for the last 2 days. It's been that hectic. But I had to extend my vacation, so I'm not leaving Friday. I will now be leaving Monday. That was another thing I had to spend a lot of time on yesterday. With the storm and everything and going through, like my friends were supposed to get out last night. They couldn't get out last night. I don't even know if they're going to get out today. Hi, Patrice. Good morning. And so I decided that Friday there's going to be a lot of rain going into New York. Also, we're having a tropical depression on Friday. So I just said, I'm not dealing with airports and all that. So I just canceled my flight and then rebooked for Monday. And hopefully things will go well. If not, then I guess, I'll be here longer. I don't know what to say, but that was one of the things I had to fix up. So I did show you the quilt, and I said I had a roll of this. So when I say have a roll, I have a roll of this. I think I'm going to bring this with me because I don't think I'm going to have time. I do have 1 yard of black with me, but that's staying here. I don't think I'm going to have time to do that. What else? We had been working on the 4 patches and half square triangles. I cut all of them all up. So those need to be stitched. So when I say I hadn't stitched anything in like 2 or 3 days, true, except for today was my first day of stitching. So I was putting together some of the 4 patches to work on those more. Let's see what else happened. So like my friends got caught up in this whole entire airport situation. So yesterday when I was dealing with some stuff, I was not too far from their Airbnb, in which, they had to figure out how to extend, but they had returned their car, so they were without a car. So I went over, hung out with them for a little bit, then took them to the grocery store because obviously they were all packed, ready to go, and now they're hoping they'll get on a flight tonight. So I was just helping them get some stuff done because I didn't want to leave them stranded. That's just not the kind of person I am. So I did that, got home last night. My mom went out. I was too tired. I'm going to tell you, it's been 2 very intense days. But I did get most of my mailings out for the Pass It Forward winners. I have 4. I have 4 that have not gone out, and those will be going out. 2 of them will be going out. No, 3 of them will be going out today. No, I have 5, right? Because 1 is personal. So I have 3 of them going out today, and then 2 will be tomorrow because I have to buy more stuff. I just did not have any time. So it's kind of a blessing that I'm going to be extending my trip because I really have had 3 days of just getting stuff together. Looking good for them to let you... Wait, I gotta go. Not looking good for them to let you know the truth. Yes, I'm gonna check up on them. They have my number. They know. I'll just go over there. We'll figure something out. I will not leave friends stranded anywhere. Unfortunately, see, they were right by me, not too far from me in the first Airbnb, but then they had to change it to a further one by the airport so that they can get in and out. But we'll see. I'm going to check up on them later. Um, so I started putting together the flowers quilt. So if you saw the title, it's called Fat Quarter Flowers from Fat Quarter Shop. They use fat quarters, you use triangle paper, and you do this thing that she does, which is great. Streamlining, fabulous. Well, I don't have triangle paper here in Puerto Rico. I don't have fat quarters with me. I have scraps. So remember, I was cutting 8-inch squares. So that's what I did. And I'm going to come over here. So I have a background and one of the scraps, and I have that, and then I drew the line, right, with my sandpaper on the bottom and pencil, and then I sewed a 1/4 inch on both sides. Okay, so I have that. Then you cut them in half. I have not ironed it. But then you have a half square triangle, and you would trim it down to the size and the pattern. So how I figured this out is I went to where you trim your half square triangle and figured out, oh, okay, I need a XYZ half square triangle. See, I don't know. It's a free pattern, but I don't know if I could tell you the dimensions, and I didn't call the Fat Quarter Shop to ask. So I just basically took my favorite method of making HSTs using what they called an unfinished HST size. So I did that. And then we're going to cut it. And we're going to cut it in half. So right now, the first step though, what I'm doing right now is I have already matched the pile. So if you're doing this with me or you want to do this with me, I matched the pile up with what scraps I had and what backgrounds I had. Yes, hello, good morning. I think we need to come up with names. And I'm just going to sew a 1/4 inch on both sides. I have, as you can see, my 301 with me. So we're going to work on that. And see, let's see. We have a new mama with 2 new babies that has shown up here. I have not seen them yesterday. And last night I threw some feed out because I got home so late. I did not see them this morning. When I did see them, not yesterday, but the day before, the mama, when I first saw her in Puerto Rico, she had 5 babies. She was down to 4. I noticed one baby wasn't doing so well, and I tried to get over and kind of rescue it, because to me it looked like it was dehydrated. It wasn't eating, wasn't drinking, it was very lethargic. But the mama and the other roosters in that was not having me go near any wild babies. So unfortunately, I couldn't grab it, and I knew what was going to happen, and it did. The mama showed up. I saw the mama. Actually, I did see the mama yesterday, and she only had 3. So that was very sad for me. Catherine, good morning. Good morning, Anna. So that was kind of sad for me. But I haven't seen them this morning. Hopefully they'll come. They mostly come in the afternoon. So the last live I told you I had a funny story about the chickens, and then I forgot to tell you because that's just my brain. And so I'm going to tell you the story. So not yesterday, but the day before, right, 2 days ago. I'm sitting in the kitchen with my Grammy because we've been so busy. I've been so busy, right, doing stuff, family stuff with her, stuff that had to get done before I left. And we're sitting there, we're having lunch. I made lunch, heated up lunch, and I'm hearing knocking at the back door, this door here. And I'm looking, and I don't see anything. And we hear it again, and we're looking, and we don't see anything. Finally, like the 4th or 5th time, I go, well, it sounds like someone's here. So I walked because I thought maybe they were knocking on the door, but there's like a little area where there's wall, and you can't see if there's someone there. So I go and I do one of these, and I don't see anyone. So I open the door because I hear it. I'm there, and the knocking is happening in front of me. I open up the door. It's the rooster. The rooster was knocking on the door with its beak. And because these are aluminum doors, it just sounded like a regular knock. Yep, the rooster So I open up the door and it looks at me and it's like, oh, you forgot to feed me. And it's lunchtime. So it comes out here and I fed it. Well, that night, the same thing happened. And it was the mama with, at that time, she had 4 chicks. It was the mama with the 4 chicks. And then I came out and she ran and she came right here in the sewing area. She's never been here on the concrete, like patio situation here. And she was looking at me and the chicks are all peeping at me. I gave them food. It was like, hey, you forgot about us. So yeah, so that was kind of funny. I had never experienced a chicken knocking at my door to remind me that I gotta feed them. So I told my grandmother, you know, when I leave, this is what you're gonna do. I'm leaving her feed and everything. So Anna says, hi Jody, I'm trying to convince Leanna to bring a rooster home to me so I won't miss her live in the morning. Oh, you do not have to worry, Anna, because I've been talking to Honey and he is at his wit's end. We have, I think, out of our blend of chickens, right, the school had hatched chickens out of my eggs, and then I had bought 6 chickens from Tractor Supply. They were all supposed to be hens from Tractor Supply. Nope, 2 of them were not. And I paid the high premium price for chickens that were supposed to be female chickens. So now, I think he said we're up to 8 or 9 roosters, and they are roo-rooing all day long at the house, starting from very early in the morning to very late at night, he says. So Anna, when I first get there, you're gonna start hearing roosters. But when I get there, we are putting them up. If you would like a rooster, I will gift you a rooster. Let me know. If someone's here and they are on this live, or if you see this on replay, email me if you would like a rooster. Of course, you'll have to be in New York and you would have to meet me, but I'm happy to give you a rooster. Leanna, you are spoiling them. Hi, good morning, Mona. Yes, I guess I am when they're knocking at the door. I think that cracks me up that they started knocking on the door. So they hear me talking because I haven't been on here in a live and I haven't been out here, you know, enjoying myself. Honestly, I have not really been enjoying myself the last 2 days. There's been a lot of stuff that I had to get done. I mean, it's not a bad thing. It's enjoyment. I got to see my friends here and there, but I just didn't get to do any sewing and beaching. So I think they hear me and now they're coming out. So anyway, let's get started. So I'm going to do a 1/4 inch. If I miss a comment, it's just because the camera is a little bit far away from me. I have a new bobbin because I just ran out of bobbin, and I had filled bobbins, I don't know, 2 or 3 nights ago. So I have some here. I filled about 4. And so let's go. Let's go with this machine. So I turn this, the light is on. This machine, I guess, is on all the time. So the 1/4 inch on this machine is interesting. This side to the left measures 1/4 inch, but to the right, the little foot like piece does not. So though when I make half square triangles on this, it works out in my favor. I do have one of these that I use to try to set 1/4 inch when I'm doing stretch. And then I will go in. So let me know, is everyone okay? Because I know a lot of you are in the path of the storm. So that's the first thing. I want to make sure everybody's okay. Second thing is, if you're not okay, let us know and see how we can help you. We're happy to be here and help as best as we can. And if you're not in the wake of the storm, what are you deciding to do? Like, what are you working on, or are you just relaxing? I know, like Mona, I'm not sure if you're relaxing because you have 2 doggies. So, you know, she has 2 doggies. She may be busy with her doggies. I see. Oh, Mike, good morning. Mike's here. I don't know what he said. I'll go up there soon. when I get home, I definitely want to be in search of a long bed for this machine. Whoops. All right, I forget the wind here gets very gusty. I have to tell you, I had cut all those triangles, half square triangles on the AccuQuilt, and I forgot, and I left them there, and I came out, and there was like triangles everywhere. It was quite interesting. So I'm gonna do a couple more of these, and then I want to cut, and then let's form the block. Let me do a couple of these. It's really a simple block. You can go to Fat Quarter Shop and look up Fat Quarter flowers. Oh, I have exciting news to share. I forgot about that too. So one of the things yesterday is I got an email, and from someone who wants to do a collaboration with me, a company who wants to do a collaboration with me. And that company knows my, like my channel and everything. And they're sending me a quilt kit that's kind of tailored to my channel, right? So I'm gonna be a little bit of a spoiler. It's going to be something to do with a chicken quilt. And I'm excited. They have already shipped it out. I filled out all the paperwork. It's kind of like a sponsorship, I guess. And I filled out the affiliate papers. They wanted me to become an affiliate as well. And so that's fun. And so when I get home, there should be. And not only are they gifting me the quilt kit, and I will have an affiliate link, but they are going to they are sending me 2 quilt kits. And one of them is to pass forward to you all. So that is super exciting. So look, when I come back, well, when I get back to New York, look up, don't forget about me, because we're gonna have some pass it forward, and it'll be a very nice quilt kit going your way. So that's fun. So here we are. I have we're gonna do this amount. And this I'll put over there. Up here, I think they're all coming. I hear them. I hear the chickens. And this side, oh, I never did that side. Okay, so we have 4. We'll do it with 4. So now I have them sewn on both sides. I'm going to take out the pins. It'd be helpful if I turn on the iron. Oh, that feels so good. So we had an excessive warning, a heat warning yesterday, and I was on the road, and it was hot, very hot. Let's just say, I could tell you one of the things that happened is, as I was running errands with my mom, the car decided to overheat and stall and not work. And here we are in the middle of a very hot day in Puerto Rico, in the middle of a field, thank goodness. Well, it wasn't like a field, someone was building a house. We were able to kind of get our car into their construction zone. So that was one thing that happened yesterday. And I was dripping with sweat by the time I got home. So let's go read some stuff. Let's see. Oh, good. We have a lot of stuff. I'm going to sit here. Oh, no, that's not a good view. Oh, we have great. Let's see. We left it where I was spoiling them. No worries, hard to catch. Hey, Leanna, I'm working while lurking. That's totally great. Good morning, Joydy. Catherine has. We have three. One that has been here since a puppy. They have three, right? And you have two new ones. Debbie is coming towards me, should arrive tomorrow. So just have to prepare for lockdown. Oh boy. Please be safe. Howdy, everyone coming in since my first howdy. I hope all is well with everyone. Yes, we're all good. We had big storms last night with tornadoes. I have no damage. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Tornadoes is not a fun thing. Nikki says, hubby and I are going to the Missouri State Fair tomorrow. I love to look at the quilts, decorated cakes, and photography. Oh, and the beautiful horses. Yes, I actually, back in the day, when I was an executive pastry chef, I had entered the contest for our bakery at the state fair in Texas, and I won. Not for nothing, but I did. I remember I had done a single layer. It was a single layer cake, decorative, and I had done a basket weave on the side, if anyone knows what that is. A beautiful, like, little border. And then I had sugared pansies, or candied pansies. Fresh pansies, you just dip them in a little egg white, powdered egg white, because they're pasteurized, and then sugar, roll them and dry them. And then I decorated the cake with that. So that was fun. We're glad you're safe. Be careful. Some hackers are posting as sponsors and hacking channels through email downloads. Yes. So I got one for for glasses, Fibo, whatever it is. I was totally sketched out, so I didn't reply to this. This one I know because I actually had been talking with them. Like, I had made a phone call about a quilt kit that I wanted, and then I had made a comment on Facebook, and then the owner of the company, we have been communicating in another way, not through email. And I didn't open anything until I got his email. So yes, I know all about that, because I just watched a lady who said she was hacked and she had a channel for so many years. She had to shut down her channel, and now she's starting from scratch. So yes, I'm very sketched out about those. I have gotten 3 or 4. I don't know if they're legitimate or not. Again, one was about glasses, but I didn't touch it. The only reason why I had accepted this particular one is because it was, this was legitimate. It was found a different way. It wasn't like, oh, we just saw you on YouTube and we want to send you this and that. No, it wasn't. That wasn't the situation with this. Congratulations. I've seen some really cute chicken quilts online. You might have seen this one. That's generous of them. Yay for us. Prayers for everyone in the path of the storms. Absolutely. Nothing worse than car trouble. And car trouble, that's not even the part. It was 92 degrees and the heat index was at excessive warning heating. And we were out there. No AC, no place to get water. And I always bring a cooler with water and ice wherever I go in Puerto Rico. God forbid if ever I should have car trouble. Well, yesterday we were running around. I had to get to the post office. I mean, it was madness, and I left without it. Yes. The one day I don't bring it with me, yes, I get caught on the side of the road. Good morning, Catherine. If you have a pic of your cake, please put so he can see you before. I don't. This was 20-something years ago. I have no idea where that is. That was before the times when you took, pictures with your phone. I want a piece, not a pic. Yes, that has happened a few times, even Mr. Domestic. Hello, Annette, and hello, Rebecca. All right, so I'm gonna keep going on this. I'm gonna probably not see that chat for a little bit, but I'm glad that the ones that have been in the pathway of these storms is safe. Very important, because you have to help yourself and your family, and you yourselves have to come first, right? All right. of course, help your neighbors. Pass it forward to your neighbors. When we had Hurricane Irene that took my mom's house, and that block really got decimated, I had at one time, I had everyone come to my area to shelter. So, you know, we were all together. I think it was 14 of us. It was everyone we knew on the road came to my house. We blew up every air mattress. Everyone slept everywhere. And everyone, before they left, because they had to evacuate pretty quickly, basically dumped all their freezer stuff in a bag, and we lived off of that because, of course, I didn't have electric either, and that was before I had a generator. So we just made do. Everybody had their freezer stuff. We put it in my refrigerator, which obviously was cold. I mean, because, you know, obviously was shut off, but the freezer food and stuff went. And as things were defrosting, we were making stuff with it on the grill, because, you know, all that I had at that time was my grill that was working. And because a lot of these gas stoves, you have to have some kind of electric start or something built into your stove. So now I have a stove that I can turn on. Well, now I have a generator, but anyway, yeah. So I had multiple people at my house, and we didn't have water. So imagine all these people, no water, right? Because I have a well, and you have to have your well pump needs electricity to bring up your water. And you know what? I'm just gonna move this here. Oh, I should show you this little hack I have. Yeah, I'm gonna show you something else too. And so what we did was I took my big garbage cans and took off my gutters and just started having the rainwater, because it was a big hurricane, going through my gutters and into water. And we collected that water and we used that for flushing toilets and, you know, doing other stuff. We boiled it and stuff like that. As far as drinking water, so we had a supermarket by us, and at that time a farm stand, and so the farm stand knew I was housing this one street, which was the one street that got really hammered. And he was so wonderful. Well, you know, he had to do something with all his stuff, like his yogurt and stuff, and he had an ice machine, one of those big, you know, where people can buy ice. And he brought all his ice, and we put them all in coolers, and we had yogurt. I mean, our community was wonderful because they knew I basically had this street. Maybe it was even more than 14 people. But, you know, it's nice to see a community come together. And I was very blessed that I was able to give everyone a temporary home until their relatives can pick them up or they can figure out what they could do. And wonderful business owners that know that, like, they can't use it and they may as well. And the other thing was wonderful is because of the water situation, they also brought, you know, gallons and gallons of water to my house, drinking water. So that was lovely. All right, so there we go. We are going to press these half square. And my guess is, looking at this pattern, when you see what I'm doing step by step, you can use any size HST with this pattern. I mean, it's really more of a method than I would say a pattern. And my parents did rebuild. Everyone on that block rebuilt. So I have those there, and let me show you something. We got this pendant in a sew sampler box, I want to say last year. And well, at that time I wasn't hand sewing, and I had brought it to Puerto Rico because if you know, it's got a blade in there, it cuts thread. And then we got this QS Quilt Select Perfect Cotton. It was yellow, mine happened to be yellow, also in a sew sampler box, a different month. And the hole for this is small, and it fits that perfectly. And then this is what I use here to cut in between. So you see how this one here is a connecting threads, that doesn't fit. It's wonky. It's really way too big. but this Quilter Select one works perfect. As a matter of fact, I was thinking about maybe taking some glue and permanently gluing it on there. That's my little hack if someone has one of those. So thumbs up for Leanna's channel. Thank you so much. Hi everyone. I can't see much of chat. Wait, the chat it's on video. Oh, no problem. Yeah, just do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. So we have these. We're gonna come over here and then we are going to see where we're at with these half square triangles. Let me shut that off. And we are going to get a square out. Let's see what size square I can find. Okay, here we go. So I have a 9.5 inch squaring, whatever. An omni-grid square ruler. It's getting hot now. We're under an excessive heat warning, but there was wind. You know what? I have to get my hair off. And I cut my hair here. She cut it shorter because I couldn't do it with all the long hair. All right, so this measures, I'm just telling you what this measures. So this measures, I'm not giving you anything. This measures like 7 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8. And I'm going to trim this down. I'm going to trim this down to what it is in the pattern. Which you can just imagine, right? I started with an 8-inch square. And so I'm trimming this down. And I really do think you could possibly do this quilt in any size HST. I was thinking how great this would be maybe for like a layer cake. So I didn't bring the paper that I wrote the size, but basically we had this trimmed down. Hello, Chloe. And what we are going to do is we have to find the halfway. And I believe, let's see, let me get the other. Yes, so the halfway, we're just cutting this in half. So the halfway is 3 3/4. And you're going to get 2 pieces like this. And I'm going to do another color. Let's see. Again, I'm going to trim this down to the specified. Again, they used triangle paper, so I had to kind of figure some stuff out. So now again, I'm going to do 3 3/4, and that would be correct. And now the block. Oh, I hope I did that right. I think I just did that wrong, didn't I? Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. So I have the whites up, and I don't know if I did that right or wrong. But, hold on. I'm going to get the piece of paper because now I've confused myself. It's right here. I brought it out with me. So I have the white half here, the white on the top with the dark, And then I have that. So out of these 2 blocks, did I do that right? Well, let's see. No, I cut this wrong. I thought I did. Well, I guess if I cut them all wrong, maybe it'll make something. I should have pulled out this paper first. This is what I did. Like, really, Leanna? But it's just that my angle is going in the wrong, okay. My angle is going in the wrong direction. So we are going to figure this out. It can't be that hard to figure out. Let's see. There we go. And this will go this way, and that one would go that way. Yes. So I did cut it wrong, but guess what? As long as I cut them all wrong, it still makes the pattern. It still makes the pattern. So now this thing blew off again. So we're not even going to follow my directions. So we put this here. See what 2 days of sewing happens? I can't sew now. Okay. So this goes here. And let me look at what I did. That goes there. And that goes there. So I did it backwards. You will have to look. I don't care. It'll do. I wish, oh, let's see. Cool pattern. Everyone remember to put links to your channels here. Yes, let us know. We have lots of people who have channels. We have Rebecca from The Crafty Life. We have Mona from Mona Did What. We have Mike from A New York Beauty. I thought I saw Deb here somewhere. Deb, the Pug Mama. Andrea, not sure if Andrea has a channel yet, but you know Andrea from Mama J Enterprises. We have Tammy here. She's from East Texas. I missed her, so good morning, Tammy. The wind, I know. It's just, it's hot. So I'm going to have to remember, oh no, when I did it again. I'm going to have to remember to cut all of them wrong. But that's okay because the pattern is still going to work. That's all that matters. The pattern is going to still maybe work. And maybe not. We will see. But you start getting, now how did I cut this wrong? Now I've got to cut all of them wrong. Basically, this is half of a star. This is going to make a star here, though it says it's a flower. And you would match all your reds in the center. So we'll just keep going. We'll just keep going. Sorry, I guess I don't follow directions well. The thing is, I don't have a pattern to look at. I have no way to, I didn't have a way to print, so I just kind of wrote stuff down. And I should have had it here with me. I make diagrams. The heat is getting to me. I'm going to blame the heat. Let's see. Let me see if I could do a couple more. Cut the couple more wrong. I'm going to cut the whole thing wrong. This way. I think I was supposed to cut it with the dark up. But like I said, download the pattern. It's all right there. Just follow them. It's the same kind of, it's the same method. Just when you cut it as they say. Or cut it wrong and then you have a new pattern like I right now. All right, so let's see how I cut this so that I cut it. What did I do here? Okay, here it is. So I cut these with the white on the top, and I think I should have cut it with the white on the bottom. I think that's where I went wrong. I'm human. That's 3 3/4. I'm going to just double check that I have this right. I do. As long as I could do one block. I think I'm going to do a tutorial though on this correctly. So we have another piece here. And let me grab these here. Again, squaring it off. And I'm sure you can watch Kimberly Jolly's. She has a tutorial on this. I'm sure you can watch her channel. And just when she gets to the trimming of the HST part. She's very good at that. All right, and this next one. So who here has done some curved piecing? Has anyone dabbled in curved piecing? Because the new Fabric Cafe book that's coming out is, I think it's a conjunction. Well, I do know what it is. It's with M.A. Couture, and it's all curved piecing. So who's going to tackle curved piecing? It's very simple. The way they have set it out is actually a really good, simple way. So it's good for introduction to curved piecing. Okay, we have that. And let's do our last 3. And then we should have 2 full blocks. By the time I'm done with this, we should have 2 full blocks. And I don't have any special tool. I'm just doing this traditionally. I am taking my HST, I'm using my diagonal line, placing it on the diagonal line of the HST, and trimming. Watch all these trims go everywhere because I feel it. I feel a burst of wind coming. Wow, the gallos, the chickens have not been out. I think it's too hot for them. All right. They're trying to probably hide in some shade. It's very sunny now. Here we are, the last set. And I use the 2 rulers just to double check my work. And you see, I almost messed that up. That is why I have the 2. I'm doing a no-no. I know I'm doing a no-no. I've stacked 2 of these. All right, so we have that. All right, cut that. So now we have to put these so that they make sense again. Let's see. That's pile, and that's this pile. And we have, okay, here we go. So I have to have oh, Leanna. That's not right. Here it is. All right. So now I have this here and that there. That's how it should be, but it's backwards. And then I am gonna sew these together because if not, they're gonna blow away and I'm gonna have pieces everywhere. So let me take the time to put a seam and create the block, the backwards block. The way the block should be is like this. So let me go to some of these. I'm sorry, let me get to some of these. So let's see. Here we go. Ooh, I have some new people on here. Good morning. Slip and slide the wind. That's where we left off when the wind gusts. Hi, Debbie. Happy Wednesday. Hope you are all having a fabulous day. Thank you. So Debbie, there is a your giveaway is going out today. Joydy, Andrea, me too, Mona. I had the perfect spot, much like Leanna has. There, but 100% humidity and triple-digit temperatures. I can only use it when the wind is out of the north, and that is rare. What is the pattern name? Hi, Lois. The pattern name is Fat Quarter Flowers by Fat Quarter Shop. It's a free pattern. Just go over. I will put... actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to share her tutorial on my community page so you could find her tutorial, and then it'll have the link to the pattern as well. I just checked out your store. Beautiful things. Well, thank you, Mona. So that is my daughter's store that I linked. She has some of my quilts in there, but all those other creations, that's how she supports herself and supplements her income because she, you know, she's disabled. So that's why it's called Growth Through Healing, because since she was 8, she's had issues, and so that's her store. We linked it, and there'll be more quilts of mine going up on there shortly when I get home. But thank you so much. I will let her know. It is a free pattern. If you can give us the name, we can look it up. Yeah, it's called Fat Quarter Flowers. Lois says, hello, this is her first time here. Welcome to our community. Anna, I have to go now. Doctor's appointment. We'll finish watching on the replay. Everyone be safe and enjoy your day. Bye-bye, Anna. Take care. Hope everything is great with you. Good morning, Roxanne, and goodbye, Roxanne. Sorry I missed you. Take care. And that's down for piecing. And I have done it before, already have the template, so might do it. Great. Have a blessed day, Anna. Howdy. Okay, so Andrea's giving all her howdies, and Lois says, I've done a curved piecing quilt. Wasn't awful. No, and these are very simple, but very striking and beautiful. I will say that. I can't go wrong. It can't go wrong with MAC, MA Couture, and Fabric. Yes, their collaboration is great. Do we know the name of the pattern? Yep. And good morning, Sherry. The name of the pattern again is Fat Quarter Flowers by Fat Quarter Shop. I came in. Yeah, I just gave that. I think we're all caught up. How is your new pattern? Oh, Andrea. Yeah. Andrea will have to discuss that, how her new patterns are coming along. So I am going to sew. I'm going to sew over here. Let's move us. And let's put this block, which is not the one that's in the pattern, but it's going to give us the same look. At least I'm hoping. So I will take, again, we're going to match them and sew 1/4 inch. I actually had this Seam So Easy Riley Blake thing from Lori Holtz, and it's pretty good. I have this also that I could put on there, but I actually find that I don't necessarily need it as long as I'm looking. So this will be, so 8 of these blocks will make 2 of the giant blocks. If that makes sense. Or 8 of these units will make 2 big blocks. I will say this machine has been running really great here. I brought here with me, every year I brought a different machine here with me, and so far this one I like the most. So much so that my honey says I should just not bring it home with me and I should just leave it here. And that when we find the one that has a long bed, but I don't know if I want to give it up yet. Duchess is doing such a great job here. And she sews fast. And she sews through thick stuff. I've had to fix a couple of things around here that required some very thick sewing. And she sewed like a champ. All right, let me turn on my iron. All right. The only thing is I have some of those cutters, and I think I have to definitely put one of those bee cutters. So here we go. We're gonna use this up right now. As you can see, it's working just fine like this. And if you have just any random pendant, just try it out. There we go. So now we have this, and I'm going to press, I don't know what the pressing directions are since I don't have the pattern in front of me. I'm just going to press to the dark side. We're going to go with the dark side. Let's see what happens. And I'm going to grab 4 of them. And let's see if we get the same pattern. I really do think we're going to get the same pattern. Here we go. I have my 4 blocks. Let's move you over. And I'm using scraps again. So your fat quarter, your fat quarter pattern from Fat Quarter Shop, again, is using triangle paper and fat quarters. I'm using scraps. My scraps are 8-inch scraps. So here we go. And it did. So yes, I cut it wrong, but it gave me the same design. Oh, is the mama and the babies coming? I think I hear babies. Oh, here comes the wind. Here comes wind. All right. Now I'm fighting the wind. It's about ready to go. Here we go. So that's the block. But if you could notice, the block is not square at all, right? This way is longer than that way. So again, I don't have the pattern in front of me, but I do know you have to cut some stuff off. So I'm going to measure here. See how wide this pattern, the width of it is 7. So that means I need to cut off to make this and square this off to a 7. And what she did was she just lopped off the bottom half. So just the bottom half. And yes, you're lopping off points. So now I'm coming in and I'm trimming off the bottoms. And I really, like again, I think you can make this in any size HST. It's really, for me, I think it's more of a method. So now that I have trimmed them off, now everything will lay the way it's supposed to. And now we have it laying exactly how it should be laying out. And I can come in here and sew I'm going to take my pins. Yes, I'm going to pin. Look at that. And we're going to come to the sewing machine. And we are going to sew. And this is why I don't like using this metal thing, because now that I have pins here, it becomes a nuisance. So I just then now just follow my 1/4 inch here and then follow my seam so easy, and I seem to have no problems keeping my 1/4 inch. Yeah, I ran over that pin. Let's take that out. I found this wonderful scissor here and one of like the dollar store kind of shops. And this is like the best thing ever. It's so super sharp. I mean, I have versions of these, but that do not work well. Like, I spent a lot of money on things like this. This was like, I think $1.50, if that. Maybe it was 99 cents. And it's the best thing ever. And I have to go back to the store and see if they even have any more. So now I come in. I have left the loop. See? I have left the loop to help me just kind of get everything nested. So now I'm nesting this, and I'll pop a pin there. And pop a pin in the other 2 places. All right, here we are. So let's discuss what I ate last night. So last night, after the long day from just insanity. It was 8 o'clock. My mom had something in the refrigerator that she bought at Sam's called Butcher's Bacon. It's like browned bacon and has hardly any fat. And I fried up 4 pieces of that. And then I did go to the bakery. Our bakeries are open here till I think 10 or 11 at night. And when I got there, it was packed. All these guys were like at tables drinking their espresso coffee and talking. It was like some kind of man's thing I walked into. And it looked like a guild meeting, but with men, and I'm not even sure what they were talking about. But it was packed. It was at that time, I think it was, because I got here at 8:30, so I probably got at the paneria around 9, and I don't eat that late, but I was hungry. So I went, stopped, grabbed a loaf of bread, fried up that bacon, and then grabbed an avocado, you know, from trees, from our avocado trees, or my mom's friend's avocado tree. I don't know whose avocado it was, but yeah, cut that up, put the bacon. It's like a cross between bacon and ham. And I stuck the avocado in there, and oh, that was so delicious last night. And yes, I had it with a cocktail. After the long day I had passion fruit sangria with a splash of coconut piturro. So it's like a coconut liqueur. So here we go. That is the block. So I'm just going to keep making these with my scraps until I find that I have enough to make a quilt. So the next one will have then, you know, the green. And then there'll be a green one. So I hope you guys try this out. I really think it's more of a method than a pattern. I think that you should absolutely download the pattern, read through it, watch Kimberly Jolly's tutorial, watch my tutorial. I may make a separate tutorial and put it on my videos page. But I mean, it's super easy, super cute, and a good way to use up some scraps. You know, maybe have bigger scraps than 2.5 by 4.5. So everyone, have a wonderful day. I'm going to head to the beach. I'm heading to the beach. Take care of yourself. Pass it forward. If you're in the wake of the storm, please, 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 hunker down and watch over. And if your neighbor needs you, be there for them. But absolutely take care of yourself and your family. And I hope to see you soon. But I do want to read some comments. I know I said I'm leaving, but I see all these comments going through, and I have to give everyone their time, right? You took the time to put the comments. So we left at everyone giving howdy and about the curved piecing. We did all that. So I just looked at the pattern, super cute. Sorry, was over at Fat Quarter downloading the pattern so I could follow along. Thank you. I did the same, Miss Andrea. So yes, Debbie's done the same. Have a great day, everyone. That's from Roxanne. 301s were made to sew through leather. Well, yeah, that sucker sews through anything. I am writing and this is Andrea. I'm writing and editing and waiting on testers. That would be one of them is me. That we are at a standstill right now, I think for a little bit. I should have the frame. That one looked like that one was going well. Hi, Aisha. Aisha has a channel called Aisha's Handmade Items. Definitely will check out your channel later on today, Andrea. It is the one with friendship stars. And Catherine, cute block. Yes, you just showed it. This is the one I have downloaded. I love your choice of fabrics for the block. Again, thank you, Joydy, for my fabric options. Bacon, yes, bacon. It was delicious. It was round. As a matter of fact, I'm going to fry up some more and take it to the beach. I'm making another avocado bacon sandwich to take with me to the beach. Everyone says bye. I think I'm all caught up. And so take care of yourself. And see you soon. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share my channel because all my watch hours are down. And I'm getting all the, you're not, I'm even losing subscribers. I don't even know if it's me or not Facebook, YouTube cleaning up house. But anyway, take care and have a wonderful day. Bye.